Michelle Goldman with MUX Week 2. My user testing for the prototype of my app, GFS, Gluten-Free Shopping Aid, went fairly smoothly. I was prepared with iPad and my app loaded, notepad, printed copies of my user questionnaire, and a hotspot on my phone to be able to use on my iPad so the users could do the survey live. So I targeted areas of the Whole Food store where I knew gluten-free products were sold, waiting to see if someone approached who would also be interested in similar foods. I introduced myself and quickly explained what I was doing and how I needed the user's help. I pre-qualified each user using the questionnaire I had prepared to match with either of the personas previously identified. Savvy, the busy go-getter who is a conscientious gluten-free shopper with no time to waste when getting things done. And Erin, whose focus is on spending time with her family and not worrying about her son's food allergies every time she goes shopping. Once qualified, I gave the user my iPad to go through the live test iterations. I kept the task simple: select stores or items, add stores or items, navigate backward to the home screen. Very simple. Here is the app, the prototype, very basic. We've got our stores. You can add a store, store name, address, notes about the store, be able to save it, and go back to stores, and then go back to home. And then we also have same for our items. Very basic functionality. And that's it. Very, very simple. So since the prototype is so basic at this juncture, there was not much to have the user scavenge for that perhaps we can do in further testing with the evolution of our prototype in the upcoming weeks. My users did not have issues navigating the app or understanding the concept of the application's purpose. If there was a pain point this week, it would have to be in the lack of functions and features in the prototype. It's often difficult to visualize the whole of something when only given a few pieces. Yes, I would say lack of completeness would be the pain point this week. The feedback from my users was helpful in identifying features they would like to see in an app like this, and they were excited to know that there may be an app out there soon to fill this need. There's no other app available on the market that performs as GFS will, allowing users to create a list of stores and then of all the gluten-free items the user would normally purchase by store and where each item would be located within the store. As a gluten-free shopper, you find that it can take multiple stores and shopping trips to acquire everything you need, as each store carries different products and not all GF products are created equally. I have found personally that in the process of locating various GF items I like, it's often difficult to recall which store carries each item and where the item is located within the store, and even what the product looks like sometimes. I feel, as do the users who participated in my test, that this app will prove to be a great productivity tool in aiding gluten-free shoppers. So the survey was actually tucked here in this little area, fin, which is finish, and just had a little excerpt on thanking the user for their time, and then have a link here to take the user to the live survey form. So this is the live form, very basic, only 6 questions. Overall impression of the app. Is the brand distinguishable from other apps like it? How difficult is it completing in basic tasks? Were navigation cues easy to interpret? What was confusing, if anything? And what would you change about the app, if anything? And then I have my response form, where I collected the information from the users, their response. There really wasn't anything negative about the app itself, and the concept of the app and what it will provide. And all the feedback I got from the users was the same as what I found, is that there's not another app out there that does this, or at least not that anyone's been able to find. Task completion, simple, easy, no issues there. Navigation cues, easy. Really not anything confusing about the app. Certainly, when the users are looking at an app and it's not complete, it's hard for them to really grasp the idea that it's just a prototype. It's a shell of just basic functionality. And some of the things that for feedback as far as adding to and improving the app would be sharing their gluten-free items on social networking like Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, being able to create shopping lists from a list of store items, being able to copy items between lists and stores, the ability to email and text items and lists either to yourself or to other people, being able to locate another store that carries an item that's currently out of stock at the store that you would typically shop at, so that you can find that, which of course then would bring us to the map feature, which would be great, because then the user would be able to get directions to that store and just make for a whole experience in total. So overall, I think everything went well, and looking forward to next week and making some more adjustments to the prototype and getting back out there and getting feedback from the users.